torso resting on the mat, and then knees, so active rest, so feet are flat, your top half is down, and then you can either have knees out, so the sole of your feet, so that your knees are out, depending on what your hips are like, or feet flat and then knees knocked together. And then we'll just do a few rounds of slowing our breath down, just to start off our practice. And then your hands can either be wherever you feel drawn to, so whether you want them on your tummy, or one hand on your heart and one hand on your tummy. And then we're just going to, you can close your eyes if you want, and then just take a slow inhale in through the nose. And if you're comfortable with exhaling out through the nose, then do that. Try and do nose breathing all the time. And then we'll start with that 4 seconds of inhale. So take a nice inhale in and exhale out. Don't feel panicked if you can't get it the first time. Just slow your breath down. Draw that attention to your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. And if your hands are in contact with your body, just notice the rise and fall of your hands. Just trying to bring that attention to yourself, your breath, not anything else that's going on. Just sink into the mat. If you feel like you can draw that inhale in for longer, then do so. Really try and allow that belly to release. That's quite nice when you're laying down, you're not worrying about sucking it in. And you can also feel your chest rising and falling. Hopefully start to feel that heart rate slow down, that rest and digest state that we want to be in. Just find your own natural rhythm, so whether that be 4 seconds, 6 seconds, just still trying to draw that attention onto your breath and that attention onto yourself. If your knees are out, then just bring your hands to the outside of your knees, draw them in, give them a little bit of help, and hug them into your chest. So that the small of your back is having a little bit of contact with the mat. And then just draw a circle on the ceiling with your knees in one direction and then the other. You might find that you want to focus on one hip area and then the other. Drawing that right knee in, let that left leg go long, or if your lower back is a bit fragile, just bend that left foot just to support your lower back. If not, left leg long, right knee into the chest. So you're really hugging that knee into your chest. So this basically is called wind releasing pose, because you're bringing that thigh onto your tummy and almost massaging your digestive system. So just slowly rotate that right. So basically I'm giving you the okay to release your wind. So rotate your ankle in one direction and then the other. Just waking up our little ankle joints that take so much pressure throughout the day, and I think we forget. Bring your left hand to your right knee. You're going to draw this knee across your chest, so if that leg is bent, left leg is bent, straighten it. So right knee across your body, just twist in the opposite direction. So you're gently twisting that upper body. And then really imagine that you're breathing into that space, so you're really expanding those rib cages. And then back to centre, left knee in, and then find that position with that right leg, whether it be straight or bent. Again, you're hugging that knee into your chest. and rotating that ankle one direction and then the other. Taking that hand position on that left knee with that right hand, taking it across your body, just twisting that upper body the opposite direction, so bringing that knee over to the right. And then again, imagining you're breathing into that space you've created, that left rib cage. Coming back to centre, draw both knees in, cross your ankles, and then just grab hold of your feet, give them a little bit of a massage. Just waking them up. And then you're going to rock and roll yourself up. This may take you 1 go, this may take you 5 goes. But using your feet with a little bit of momentum, and then just rock yourself up to seated. However you get there. And then we're going to sit here just reaching our arms up overhead. Keeping our sit bones down. Right hand by right hip, left arm up and over. Up and over to the other side. Keeping that breath nice and slow. Up and over to the right. See if you can go a little bit further. Still keeping your sit bones down though. Don't let them lift. Up and over to the left. And then come back to centre. Keep that heart lifted, the crown of your head up nice and tall, your shoulders are down. You're going to bring your right hand behind you so that it's on the ground, and then left hand to right knee. Keep your nose in line with your sternum, gently twist that upper body round. Coming round for a counter twist. So you're coming round to the left. Almost using that knee as a little bit of anchor to see how much of a twist you can get. And then coming back to the centre, coming to all fours, so your tabletop position. So you're making sure that your hips are over your knees and your shoulders are over your wrists. So you're just going to warm your wrists up a little bit by just drawing that little circle in one direction and then the other. And then as you come back to centre, you're just going to pad those hands round. So however far you can get them. I mean, my fingertips are facing in towards my knees, and then I'm just going to bring a little bit of weight, just so I can feel that stretch in my wrists. I've got one wrist that is particularly not happy. So, and then just bring the hands round. But you might find that you just want to hang out so that the fingertips are facing out. Just play around with it really. Bring that weight forward, bring that weight back. And then come back to that neutral tabletop position. You're going to inhale, pull your chest through, draw that belly button down to the earth. And then as you exhale, you're going to arch your back, creating that space in between your shoulders. Inhale, pull through. And then exhale, arching your back. One more, so your cow position. I did a kids yoga session on Saturday and I had to moo and meow, but I won't make you do that. So, well, feel free to, you're all on mute I think, and then arch your back. Come back to that tabletop position. You're just going to lift your knees off this time, just so that they're hovering, that strength in your arms, and then you're going to just pull your heart through for that cow, and then arch your back for that cat. 2 more if you can. Pull that heart through and then arch your back. 1 more. And then drop those knees. Walk your hands forward to bring that chest down to the earth and melt it down. So your puppy pose, so your hips are still over your knees, you're walking your hands forward, you're melting that heart into the earth. Doesn't matter how far you've gone down, but try with your exhale to just sink your chest a little bit deeper into the mat. Feeling it around those shoulders. And then slowly walk your hands up. You're going to reach your right arm up and draw a big circle. So you're going to reach it up, open up that chest, and then bring it down. So try and inhale as you reach up, and then exhale as you lower. And then on this third one, you're going to sweep it underneath this left arm and come to the outside of your right shoulder, resting your head on the mat. And then this left hand can go wherever. So you can either have it by your face, or you can lift this left arm up and over to try and find your right thigh. So you're opening up your chest, resting your head. And then if that hand is over, bringing it up and over, and then bringing ourselves back to that tabletop position. Reaching that left arm up, drawing that big circle. Inhale at the top of the circle, exhale at the bottom. Reaching up, and then lower. And then on this third one, you're sweeping it underneath that right arm, coming to the outside of that left shoulder, resting your head, and then finding that hand position, whether that be by your head or reaching that right arm up and over to try and find that left thigh. So if you have got that hand over, think about showing a beam out of your heart. So you're trying to basically get that light out. So you're opening up that chest. Bringing that top arm up and over, bringing yourself back to that tabletop position. We're going to flip our toes, come into downward dog. And then just pad one heel down, then the other. Think about drawing that tummy to your thigh. And then you're going to sweep that right leg up, bend the knee, drawing that heel into your bottom. And you're going to bring knee into nose. So drawing that knee in, and then taking it back up. So the strength is in your arms here, really tucking that knee in like we did in the beginning, and then lifting it up. And again. Now you're going to keep this leg up and come into upward dog. So you're going to lower your chest and your chin down, sweep up, drop that foot, lift that chest, and then come into downward dog. Sorry guys who did Barry's class yesterday, because I'm feeling it in my arms as well. Left leg up, heel in towards your bottom, and then knee into nose. So you're drawing that knee in and lifting it up. 2 more times in your own time. Imagine you're trying to get that knee to your forehead. And then you're keeping that left leg up. Dropping that chin and that chest down. Sweep up for upward dog. Flip your toes and then just stay here. And then you're going to just keep your hips in contact with the mat. Come onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift that chest up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. One more. And then bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring hips over to heels into child's pose. Whether that be wide-kneed or knees together, walk your hands forward and slow that breath down. Walk your hands over to the right, bring that left hand on top of that right. Keep your sit bones down though, don't let them lift. And just feel that length in that left side. And then slowly walking them over to the left, right hand on top of left. If your hip bones start to lift, then just walk your hands back to the centre. And then bringing those hands back to centre, walking up so that you're now on your heels. And then just interlace your hands behind your back, draw them down to the earth, and lift that heart up to the sky. And then slowly release. Coming up onto your knees, so you're going to try and keep in line here, so your hips are above, stacked above your knees. So it's all, if your lower back, you have problems with your lower back, just support your lower back by imagining you're putting your hands in your back pocket. And then your other option is to bring your hands to your heels. Now if you can do that comfortably, still keeping those hips forward over your knee, then you're in a good position. If not, your position is for your hands. So you're going to bring that left hand to either lower back or left knee and reach your right arm across you. So you're feeling that length from that right side. You're slowly going to lower your hips down, sweep that right arm across, swap heels. So right hand, right heel, sweep that left arm up, push your hips forward. Got it? So slowly lower heels down to hips, sweep those arms around, find that arm position on that left hand, push hips forward, right arm up and across. One more each side in your own time. Really trying to find that stretch. Pushing those hips forward. And then slowly come down. Keeping your toes flipped, try and come to your heels. Now, you might not be able to. This is where you might want a pillow or a block to put under your heels. So this is your yogi squat. And if you can, keep those feet flat. You're going to draw those triceps to the inside of your knees, connect your palms. Inhale, draw hands to heart center. Exhale, forward. You might find that this is the position you're in, and that's absolutely fine. Inhale, draw hands to heart center, and then exhale, release. Inhale in, and then exhale, release. Bring your hands down to the earth, start to lift your bottom up to the sky, staying in that forward fold. Interlacing your hands behind your back, and then drawing them up and over your head. Still keeping those knees nice and soft. And then slowly bringing them back behind you. I think you're at the bottom of your mat. And then you're going to walk your hands into a downward dog position. So apologies if you're at the top of your mat, but find yourself in downward dog. You're going to sweep this right leg up to the sky and draw that knee to your nose, but you're going to bring that foot in between your hands. So you may need to shuffle it through and then drop that left knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Connect your palms. And then you're slowly going to bring hands down to heart center, twisting round to the left. So hooking that tricep onto that knee, and then you're trying to draw your heart round to heart center. Sinking your hips as you do so, you're gently twisting that upper body. But you're trying to bring that heart round to the heart center. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. Left hand to the inside of that right foot, reach that arm up to the sky. You're going to lift your back knee, keeping that right arm up, come to the outer edge of your right foot. So you're just going to drop that knee out, outer edge of that right foot, then you're going to come, twist that arm round and almost come to the outer edge of that left foot. So you should feel that in your bottom, reaching that arm up and back. So back leg is lifted, outside edge of left foot, outside edge of right foot. Reaching your arm back. Slowly bring that right hand down, and then you're going to walk your hand to the middle, come into a wide leg straddle. Left hand down, reach your right arm up. And then right hand down, left arm up. Slowly bringing that hand down. Walking your hand back to that right foot. Turn that right foot to the front of your mat. Framing your foot back to plank. Keep that bottom down. Drop your chest and your chin. Sweep up for a nice inhale. Flip your toes. into downward dog as you exhale. Sweeping that left leg up, bringing it all the way through, lightly placing that foot in between your hands, shuffling it if you need to. Drop that right knee, inhale, sweep both arms up. Connect those palms, hands down to heart center. Now if you just want to hang out here, that is absolutely fine. Or you can do a gentle twist, hooking that elbow onto that left thigh, trying to bring your heart round, sinking those hips down. And then slowly coming back to centre, planting that right foot, the inside of that right hand, inside the left foot, reach that left arm up. And then this is here where we get a little bit jazzy. Bring that right knee off, sink those hips down. If you can, roll onto the outside edge of that left foot and outside edge of that right foot. And imagine you're reaching that arm back. Now, I can feel it right in the centre of my buttock. You might be feeling it somewhere different. Keep that strength in that arm. Left arm up. And then you're slowly going to bring that hand back to centre. Come back to that wide leg straddle. So both feet flat, shuffling them around. Wide leg straddle. Right arm up. Left hand down. Got my bum, sorry. And then right hand down. Left arm up. Slowly bringing that hand down. Walking to come back to the front of your mat, pivoting that foot, coming back to your plank. Dropping your chest and your chin, sweep up as you inhale. Flip your toes into downward dog as you exhale. Lifting your right leg up, heel into your bottom. You're going to try and bring that right knee towards that right wrist. Resting it on the mat. Shuffling that left leg back nice and straight. So this is your pigeon pose, those of you who've done yoga before. So our hips are forward. You might need to find a good foot placement with that right foot. You're coming onto your fingertips, or you might want to put a block or a pillow underneath that right hip. Coming onto your fingertips, lift that chest as you inhale. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold over. One more. Inhale, lift, and keep it up there with your exhale. So you can move those fingertips as much as your lower back will allow. And then we're just going to plant our hands nice and flat, flip our left toe, and then we're going to imagine we're going to tuck that right knee into our chest, take it back up, three-legged dog, right foot down. Left leg up, heel into bottom, bring that left knee towards that left wrist, rest it down. Shuffle that right leg back. So hips facing forward here. Coming onto your fingertips, lifting that heart up, exhale, wave over. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. One more inhale, we're going to stay here for our exhale. Moving your fingertips, lifting your heart as much as you want. Feeling that, stretch that front body. So you're going to bring both hands flat on the mat, flip those right toes, and tuck this left knee into your chest, lifting it back up behind you, and then slowly lowering that foot, and then dropping your knees, coming onto your bottom. So coming into your boat pose, feet flat, arms by your sides, lift your feet up, slowly straighten your legs, and then draw your knees into your chest again, still keeping that heart lifted, and then straightening your legs, and then lift that heart again. One more. Then you're going to straighten your legs, bend your right knee into your chest, Try and roll onto that left buttock. And then come back to centre. Straighten that leg. Left knee into your chest, right buttock. Come back to centre. Straighten both legs. Come on, one more each side. Right knee in, over to the left, back to centre. Straighten that leg. Left knee in, over to the right, back to centre. Straightening those legs and slowly lowering them onto the mat. And then relax. Bring both feet flat. Slightly wider than your hips. Drop your knees over to the right. And then your arms can be either out one side, like a T shape, or further down. And then draw that belly button into your spine. Knees up and over to the left. Dropping your knees, turning your head in the opposite direction. So gently twisting around. Back up to centre. Hugging your knees into your chest. Bringing your forehead up to meet your knees. Really giving yourself that big squeeze. And then finding your Shavasana. So your relaxation pose may be different to somebody else's. If you are not comfortable laying flat, then don't do that. This is all about relaxation. So if you need a pillow underneath your thighs to feel rested, then by all means prop yourself up. Make yourself nice and comfortable. Slowly closing your eyes, bringing that attention back to your breath. And just checking that your face is relaxed, your shoulders, your arms, your chest, and your midsection, your hips, thighs, knees, calves, feet, and taking that nice inhale from the tip of your toes to the crown of your head, all the way up your body, and as you exhale from the crown of your head to the tip of your toes, allowing that breath to be a flow of energy travelling through your body, allowing it to reach every cell within you, and just being thankful for your breath and your body for getting you through your practice. Whether you've done everything that you wanted to do, just be grateful that you turned up onto your mat this morning and joined in however it be.
movement slow. Slowly bring yourself up to seated. Or you can draw the crown of your head up nice and tall, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Sweeping your arms up overhead, connect your palms, seal that energy in, and draw your hands down to heart center. And repeating to yourself in your head, I am at peace, I am ease, I am grounded. And then bring your thumbs up to your third eye, surrendering yourself forward. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.